Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Frank and I'm a private pilot and World War II aviation history enthusiast. In this video we're going to take a look at and have a chat about some photos of World War II crashed Luftwaffe aircraft in the UK. Let's get started. During the Battle of Britain, the RAF shot down nearly 2,000 German planes. Some of these planes crashed nose first into the ground and were completely destroyed, but others managed to crash land and the planes remained relatively intact. The RAF planes that crashed were covered up and guarded and moved quickly by maintenance units, but the German planes were used for propaganda and were left in place for a length of time so that people could come and see them and photograph them. Then they were used for scrap metal, which the RAF desperately needed. This photograph shows a Heinkel HE-111P which was shot down on the 12th of July 1940. It's been camouflaged to stop the Luftwaffe attempting to destroy the remains. The Luftwaffe didn't want us to get the technology out of the aircraft that were captured, so they would try and destroy them once they'd crashed. The German aircraft provided a plentiful supply of scrap metal for the RAF. These are being dismantled at a technical college. This one's showing a soldier celebrating in a Messerschmitt Bf 109 which crash landed at East Langdon in Kent on the 24th of August 1940. The pilot was captured unhurt. Well, what can I say about this one? There's a prize for the best captured. Here, soldiers are sat on the fuselage of a Heinkel HE-111, and what they're doing is they're collecting for a Spitfire fund. This is where local places used to get collections to buy a Spitfire to contribute to the war effort. This is somewhere in the southeast of England on the 10th of October 1940. Here, locals watch as troops and police inspect a Messerschmitt Bf 109. This has crash landed while the hair's being cut by the look of it. This was somewhere in Sussex on the 12th of August 1940. Its pilot, Leo Zornbrecher, was captured. This is a great picture of a Messerschmitt 109 that came down in Essex on the 8th of October 1940. The white thing in the foreground is its engine cowl, and there seems to be some sort of cat design on its on the side of it just by the cockpit. Here's another Heinkel HE-111 being transported off to the scrapyard. How the mighty fall, eh? Here, troops and civilians are posing with a Junkers Ju-88, which has belly landed at Marsh Farm in Sussex on the evening of the 21st of August 1940. It had been intercepted by No. 17 Squadron Hurricanes during an attack on RAF Brize Norton. This sort of thing happened all too often, unfortunately. Here, civilians and RAF airmen are inspecting the burning remains of a Heinkel HE-111. This was shot down by RAF fighters over the northeast coast of Scotland, and it crashed onto a house in July 1940. I'm not normally superstitious, but I might have a rethink after seeing this one. This is the Messerschmitt 109 of pilot Paul Tem, who was the group adjutant of the Repurposing squadron. Now, this plane crashed near Shoreham Aerodrome in Sussex on the 13th of August 1940. Believe it or not, some Messerschmitts were actually put back in the air by the RAF and used by the RAF. This is an interesting one. This is the remains of a Junkers 88, which was put on public display at Primrose Hill in London. The bomber had been hit by anti-aircraft fire and it crash-landed on Gatwick Racecourse on the 30th of September 1940. This is the burnt-out wreckage of another Junkers 88. This was a reconnaissance aircraft that came down near Clacton-on-Sea in Essex. Now, this was shot down on the 20th of July 1940 by number 56 Squadron Hurricanes. And finally, this is them being dismantled, and eventually they'll be melted down and made into other aircraft for the RAF. This one seems to have taken a nasty little shot just back on the number 2. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy this type of video, please subscribe. Thank you.